Hello.
Hello. Welcome to Topless Toy Talk, episode 21. We are your body positivity podcast for the Cybertronian era.
100%.
I am your host.
I am your better host.
I am your better host.
No, that's not true.
Robert,
I'm the best
aka
host.
Malachi Frostborn.
So you do, I feel like you do need to talk about Malachi Frostborn just real quick.
Malachi Frostborn is my stage name.
Yeah. Whenever he goes out and orders something, like he gets food, coffee, whatever, he's Malachi Frostborn is his name. And people immediately are like, I have no idea how to spell this. I don't know what you're talking about. This can't be a real name.
It's also very good at getting rid of telemarketers.
Yes. It has 100% success rate with getting telemarketers to hang up on him.
Any type of spam. It's like, what's your name? Like Malachi Frostborn? They're like, oh, I know you. Actually, I'm like Malachi. And then they're like,
this is why you have like,
they're like,
10,
oh, I think I know you.
Instagram and Facebook
and they're
accounts.
like, well, what's your last name? I'm like, Frostborn. They're like,
stupid.
And it's just like click instant done. Once you get Malachi Frostborn out there,
it's like an automatic deterrent.
Like 100% success rate. Actually, it has reduced the number of like spam and robocallers.
No, what has reduced the number of spam robocallers is Google-fi or whatever we have.
I like to think it's Malachi Frostborn.
Okay, whatever. I just screen every call. I don't answer the phone anymore.
What?
Are you still ragey?
I've calmed down.
Okay.
You were pretty ragey. I was real ragey for a while.
Yeah, you were like...
Somebody kept me up playing video games too late last night.
Okay. In all fairness, Blueprints, phenomenal game. We've made almost zero progress, but I really like it because it's very puzzly. And I'm into it.
It's like 9 o'clock. I said, hey, we should probably go get ready for bed. It's that time that you like to get ready for bed.
No, let's stay up until 10:30 and play Blueprints. So we're up till midnight.
Yeah. So.
And that's where we are.
That's where we are.
But we have a pretty awesome guest today and a twist, right? Because we can't do anything the same from week to week, right? Like it always has to be a little different, have to keep people a little off kilter.
It's never the same.
So speaking of, keeping people off kilter and our guest, do we want to bring you want to bring Rik in?
No, because I think we should.
Oh, we should acknowledge the chat first.
See who we got.
Oh yeah, who do we have?
We have
Richard.
Somebody that appears to be a little new.
Richard Westfall.
Welcome,
hey,
Richard. Thank you for being here. We appreciate you.
Happy to have you. And then we got
somebody else, maybe a little
Jonathan and
Hannah. Jonathan Nash.
Jonathan Nash. I'm gonna go with that.
Jonathan Nash. Welcome, Mr. Nash.
This is where I talk about feeling hooked on phonics.
Yeah. You know, like names are hard, especially when they're like usernames, because you never really know.
I have no idea. That's why I normally just put my real name, and then you get real pissed off about it. You're like, "Why are you using your real name?" I was like, "Well, because it's my real name. Why would I use something different?"
That's why I go Malachi Frostborn. It's easy to spell. You can get it right the first time, every time.
Hey Web.
Hey Webby, thanks for joining.
Yes. Oh, who's that? Oh, it's me.
That's you. You don't count. Get out of here. We also have. This is a famous one here. Look at this.
Patriot Prime.
Man, how honored are we?
And then we've got
Stormfire Blizzard.
All right, I like that you're up to no good. I appreciate that.
We are always up to no good. Well, me specifically, she's always up to good.
Yeah, so we have to equal it out, right? Like you got to have that yin and yang of like, you know, the bad and the good.
I just prefer all
chaos.
All yang. I'm an all yang type of person.
You're such a weirdo.
You don't even know.
Rowdy. Yeah, we joined Rowdy's live stream this week. Was it this week? No, this week is only Tuesday, so it must have been last week.
But... Oh, it is only Tuesday?
Yeah.
This weekend, maybe?
What was it? I don't know. A recent live stream, and Rowdy's live stream is pretty great. Yeah. So
I got lost in what are we doing?
We're going
Vicious Soldier.
Vicious Soldier. Yeah.
Oh, wait. Like the newest frame. Yeah, thank you. This is I don't know if I'll ever actually unbox this one. We can talk about that one later. Let's see, Mr.
Oh, hey. Welcome, new subscriber.
Yeah, thank you for subscribing. We appreciate you. We appreciate you. Jackpot, Mr. Jackpot Toys. And that's everybody.
That's everybody. All right. So should we bring
so
Rik in?
Our guest of honor this evening coming back for his second time, which I don't know how that happened.
It happened because
just kidding. We paid him a lot of money.
All the money, just $2 bills right there.
This is gonna get wild. It is the infamous, notorious
RIK,
the tub transformer king himself,
Rik Alvarez. Hey, Rik.
Hey, Rik. Welcome.
I thought I was gonna one up people by showing up in my bathtub.
I'm not sure you one up people. This is more like you took the stage. You won everything from now till the end of time. Like, and this isn't just like a level. Like, it's forever.
I mean, we're definitely gonna have to get at least at minimum a plaque and send it to you. Possibly a trophy.
Ooh, yeah, we gave out trophy for a wedding.
So, while you guys were doing the intro, I came up with my own name, which I will start using at Starbucks. It is, dare I say it, Chantel Queefhammer.
Yes, please.
Please record that when you use it at Starbucks and post it. There's no way you can say that and not have video evidence.
Yeah.
What if I just, it's just Chantel.
I mean, Chantel.
Like Sean, Sean.
Yeah.
Sean Tell.
Half as good as the full thing. But
perfection.
Well, this is the first time we've had somebody join us in a tub.
Yeah.
And this might be the new bar.
It might be. So everybody, raise your standards here.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's one of my cats, Aria Giovanni. Whenever I'm in the bathroom, she wants me to turn on the faucet so she can drink from the faucet.
That sounds like a cat.
Yep. She might hop in here with me.
Fantastic.
I love that so much. What's up?
So we're going to do something a little bit different and new tonight because, again, we have to do that. So not only is Rik joining us from his tub, fantastic, but we are going to have some live questions. And we have a group of folks that are going to join us here to ask questions. But our first one that we're going to have join is the very, very famous Stacy, who married us and is our +1 in all life adventures. So she has a great time. And we are excited to have a first female guest. We have a lot of other folks that are joining us as well.
Yeah. So this will be our celebrity guest
Yes.
question.
Is this the Stacy you guys said you can't stand?
Yes.
Never.
I mean, I said that. Definitely 100%. Oh, hey, Stacy.
Yep, that would be very accurate. They hate the fact that I tag along on everything.
No.
I think there's something wrong with the camera because that's a normal looking woman.
But Stacey, you have to tell Rik why.
It's a good filter, Rik.
Yeah.
Like we had dinner.
Well,
We met up on.
Hold on, real quick.
Okay.
We're gonna wait. We're gonna introduce everybody, and then we'll go.
Okay, so we got Stacey.
So,
Hi, Stacey.
if you would like to tell Rik why you were here, without your question.
I have no idea.
Okay, so Stacey is here.
Do we have a kid together? Is this an intervention?
No. Not. I mean, we might have to have one actually because we are now. Actually, I should say there are now 2 women in my life that are like, Rik, I'm just here for him.
I thought you said there's 2 women in my life, Rik, and I'm like, I don't identify like that. But
there are 2 in my life that have now stated, Rik, I'm just here for him. After our last stream, Stacey said, I think that's probably the first one that I've just watched in full, and I am actually going to come back next time for Rik. So.
Yeah. So.
Wow, where were all these 2 women who said they were here for me in high school?
Well, so full disclosure, I said that because I always tune in and sort of set my phone over there and do something else during Topless Toy Talk so that I'm supporting them but don't have to pay attention. When you talked about being in the Smithsonian, I was like, wait a minute. And I actually paid attention the rest of the time. So that's why my headline thing says, I just want to know more about the Smithsonian.
Oh, did you Google it? Did you see the pictures?
I did. I probably could have gotten fired at work this afternoon because I did some research. I need to know more.
My computer's just going to kill itself when I die.
I don't want to take a lot of time from, the actual toy talk, but I really do want to know more about your time in the Smithsonian.
It's all related.
So we will pause on that note, bring in the rest of the folks, and that will be our first question is about Smithsonian.
So next we have another legend in our world.
Yes.
We have
Eriktron.
Eriktron.
Yo, what's up, YouTube world? Eriktron here.
Hey, you got a black guy. That's awesome. Everything's more fun with a black guy in the group.
We're covering all the bases here. We got women. We got
And what I love, so Eriktron is a prior guest and is you do some really great stop motion along with everything else. You are just all in the social medias. Every day there's a post from Eriktron in my feed. So we're happy to have you, and we get to meet you in real life at TFCon in Chicago too. So that was pretty awesome.
Fun.
Yes, thank you for that so much. Yeah, I mean stop motions. I love the community. I just really love Transformers overall, and thank you guys for bringing me on because I get to find out whatever secrets I can find behind the Align continuity. Thanks to meeting the great Rik Alvarez.
This
I think you mean
the water is very hot in the tub. I'm starting to sweat.
Actually, I forgot the first name. All I remember is Queef Hammer. So
perfect.
I'm just a regular otaku like everybody else here. I collect the same way everybody else does. Over my budget.
And then we also have the famous, infamous Patriot Prime, who I'll be honest, I didn't.
Get out of here! Is that what you are?
So
yeah, I'm sorry. It's just another white guy.
It's a dude.
We tried.
Yeah. So Rob was like, we totally met you in Chicago at TFCon Chicago before. And I don't know, for whatever reason, it didn't stick with me. But we met you, and now I watch all your videos along with him. I swear every night we're watching some Patriot Prime video.
You're usually the first person that likes something I post. At least there's one person that likes.
I've got notifications.
Yeah, we get them all.
I subscribe.
You have a bit of an accent. Are you from New Jersey?
West Virginia.
Oh, Well, I feel like I'm on now with a celebrity because I've seen plenty of Patriot Prime reviews.
And then we have our last guest here.
Probably not familiar to many.
No.
I'm sure Rik has never.
Rick has never met this person at all, ever.
Oh, no.
He definitely didn't meet. He definitely did not talk with this person earlier today, but
This dude was at my store for 4 hours today. Like, I felt so bad. I was about to buy him lunch. I'm like, do you need like a water or like a bathroom break? Like,
but we have the infamous Jackpot Toys.
Hey, Jackpot.
There he is.
Who lives clearly within driving distance of Rick's store.
Yeah, it's just wonderful.
Yeah,
I will say I am a little jealous of that.
Yeah.
It's probably good that I also don't live within driving distance, because then
Your wallet would hurt real bad.
No, then you would just have to deal with both me and Jackpot.
I took a half day at work and I drove 4 hours to get a $10 annual figure.
Which I told him, you should have called to make sure I have it, and I could have mailed it to you. But no, Kenny wanted to spend $80 on gas to get a $10 figure.
A true collector.
You've got a magical store there. Speaking of which, how did the remodel rearrangement?
We're
situation go?
open.
Yeah.
I mean, we're open. Everything's a little discombobulated and the store's a little messy, but that seems to be my MO. A little messy.
I mean, I feel like that's generally how we all are.
As we were getting ready today, Rob barges in as I'm getting ready. He's like, Sarah, I just want you to know this weekend we are going and we're getting more track shelving things for my office closet. Like, that's what we're going to buy is more track shelving because my office is chaos.
Yeah, I got too many things.
I just saw Mr. Fantastic post. He came to my store. I'm like, we're closed. He's like, I got cash. And I let him in, and he left with a sealed G1 Optimus.
Nice.
Very cool.
The other day.
Very impressive.
That beats Daniel.
$10 is $10.
Yeah, but I had to entertain him for like 4 hours. I didn't get any work done. And it was just like, I don't know. I can't tell at what point it stops being like real laugh and starts being fake laugh.
Well, that's the thing. Like, you go into your store and you just turn into like entertainer. It's like, we don't need that, but like we're happy about that.
Well, the thing about I feel my store really runs off my personality, because you go into like another comic or toy shop and they're like, bye, and they go back to looking at their phone. You come to my, like, I say hello, I pretend to be nice to you, I try to remember your name.
That reminds me of this toy store I went into a few years ago, because where I live, I don't have anything. So it's always when I travel out of state, and I saw this vintage toy store, big 80s design logo, and I walked in all excited because this was before I started doing YouTube. So I never had anybody to talk to about toys. So I walk in, I'm like, okay, there's going to be my people in here. And the guy behind the counter could have gave two shits that I was in his building. And it just kind of annoyed me, even though there was plenty of stuff in there I wanted. I didn't buy any just because he pissed me off.
See, that's why I do it. I give candy to the kids. Every kid that comes to my store leaves with something, whether they buy something or not.
So
Grown-ups like candy too.
What I'm hearing is that you need to start charging admission. Like,
I have a very substantial candy budget.
Like, there needs to be a fee for people to just enter your store.
I mean, but at TFCon you were handing out candy too. I got candy.
Well,
the
we
white
do special
van.
things for the convention. So at the convention, we give out candy to children and hot girls.
Wait, I got candy. What?
You must have met this weird guy. I did.
I mean, I was wearing my strapless dress that day.
I wasn't the one giving out the candy. It was one of my has-beens.
I would say that's not accurate.
Oh goodness.
All right.
Stacy, would you like to start off with the questions here? Because you had some questions about the Smithsonian.
Really, I don't have questions. I just have one question. Please don't go under the water before you answer my question about the Smithsonian.
All right. What, Rick? I usually sit with these things and always have to do with me. Just but thanks to Rick, I'm really happy that I have this sitting on my desk now. That's the first time I've cracked that open. So,
I text my my current wife. I'm like, can you bring me a glass of wine? She's like, I'm with the girls.
I love this. My current wife. Perfect.
You gotta keep them on their toes.
So no
Those sandwiches don't make themselves.
That's what Sarah tells me all the time.
Yep.
So Stacey, you have no specific question. You just want to know more about.
I just want to know more about being in the Smithsonian when it's not open and full of people.
So,
how many things did you touch?
Officially 0.
Good answer.
Because you're not allowed to touch anything.
Right.
But there were no security guards in sight. I mean, it was dark. So we had stage lights set up on tripods so that we can have light, because the lights go off in the Smithsonian at the Air and Space Museum at night, and it is really creepy dark. And I'm walking past the Enola Gay, and it's like, man, that is. I wish I knew what it looked like. And it is quiet. It is a huge building, and it is super quiet. And I'm there with like 3 other people, and they're like, "We're setting up the electrical stuff, so we have lights. Just go ahead and just wander around." And there was the space at the time. They had the Space Shuttle Enterprise there. I went to the bathroom where Leo was in the movie. I walked around, and you get it's a creepy kind of vibe in there. And then we just powered through with no food from like 4 p.m. to 2 a.m. I had nothing to eat or drink, and I'm just setting up stuff. And I get a little energetic around people. I feel I have to be on, and so I'm trying to like tell stories to these people, and they're like, "I'm an intern." I want to go into carpentry. Yeah. So there wasn't really much else to tell.
So do you regret missing the premiere to be at the Smithsonian?
Oh, hell no.
Okay.
At the time, I was a little annoyed. I'm like, can't this wait till like next week? And they're like, no, it has to be the weekend the movie opens, because they have an IMAX screen there and people are going to come see it.
Yeah.
All right, fine. So I got to miss the Linkin Park concert. But how many people in this chat can say not only have they been in the Smithsonian at night, they've also showered with an alligator? I bet I'm the only person.
I mean, I think Nicolas Cage, but he's not here right now.
I think Nicolas Cage would have made a great Transformers villain.
Actually, that's true.
Prime! Gonna transform!
Perfect.
What do you think Nicolas Cage would transform into? Would you think he just transforms into like a robot version of Nicolas Cage?
Yeah.
Absolutely. 100%.
Like he just turns into like a car, but it still have his face on the hood of the car. Yeah, right. Yeah. Face.
Oh.
Face.
I could eat a peach for hours. I just watched that the other night.
Not a lot of people get that.
No,
probably not seen.
I've not seen that movie at all.
No.
What?
No, I've not seen most movies.
So,
it's a very
John
bizarre
Woo.
tale. So again, and the part that makes it more bizarre is that my parents owned a video store when I was a child.
Yeah.
So the fact that I've not seen like a vast majority of most movies, like
popular movies
prior to him, like is really strange.
Like we had to watch all of the Marvel movies.
I hadn't seen any Marvel
We had watched,
movie.
like,
I hadn't
the
watched
DC,
any of
like,
that sort of
any
stuff.
of the superhero movies. Like,
None.
Man, they just don't have internet out there in Iowa, or like what's?
Well, so the thing is, this one like books.
People are still renting VHS tapes, or
She likes to learn about things by reading, and I'm like, well, why would you do that when you can watch pictures on the television
That's so
screen?
last decade.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of reasons, but
what do you think of running water? Should we? Do you think this is a fad, or do you think we're going to keep this?
So I know you're asking this to be funny, but like I did have family members that grew up without indoor plumbing.
Yeah.
So like,
And here the West Virginians being impressed over it.
like legit, like my uncle grew up without running water in an outhouse.
I feel I just made a faux pas.
I mean, it's real. It's a real thing, man. Yes, and
she'll own it.
Okay, so but Patriot, I will, just because you opened that door there, is I went through West Virginia, and we always hear in Iowa, oh, like West Virginia, you hear everywhere, like West Virginia is like super backward or whatever, like there's not these infrastructure and whatnot. And the first time I drove through there, I was like, this is no different than Iowa, like where I grew up. And then
You
I
just
was
didn't
like,
go through the northern part.
well, and then I realized, oh, maybe I grew up in a poor area. Like that was an enlightening moment for me. Like I did not realize I grew up, like, oh, maybe my best friend growing up in a trailer that they added on a room to, like that's not normal.
Where's the Blair Witch? Is that West Virginia? Or
no, and Deliverance wasn't filmed in West Virginia either.
Vicious said that's a lot of pop culture.
It is a lot. It was that first 2 years was real hard.
You have no idea how many times she said, I understand the reference now.
Yes. Because we started dating in December of 2019. So the pandemic was really great because there was nothing to do. So we just watched hundreds of hours of movies and pop culture.
We caught up on
shows.
decades.
Well, apparently not the ones you're supposed to watch.
Yeah, I know.
Wow.
Good ones. Watch Face Off.
do you have you heard of this thing? It's called Star Wars.
We did. Oops, wrong one. We did.
You saw Star Wars?
We did. I did make her watch all the Star Wars. So I said, do you want to watch them in chronological order or in order that they were released?
You don't ask her. You choose.
Well, I like to give her a choice because she's participating in the activity, and she could opt out to be like, no, fuck your Star Wars, right? And so she chose chronological
because that's what we had just done for Marvel. We started off with Marvel in chronological order,
and
so we watched Star Wars in chronological order, and I'm unimpressed.
And
I don't know if that's
because it's
order, but I'm not impressed.
It ruins the whole Vader thing in Empire.
Well, that's what I told her, and I mean, same thing with the Marvel stuff. I said, Captain Marvel is the worst of the Marvel movies. You're going to hate it,
and I did.
But if we make it through that one, like you'll start to like the rest. And she did. And so I said, okay, like we can do this or this. Here's the repercussions of this. And she's like, I want to do it this way. And we did. And she's like, I don't like Star Wars.
Yes,
I always have to do release order. That's how they were meant to be watched.
Yep. That's how it happened. Can't change history.
So we might have to go back and do it.
And maybe I'll
Greenland was always part of the U.S. You can't change history.
Which is in Maryland. It shows everybody's gonna, like I like to give her an option because she's being a willing participant, right? Like they can make her feel like she's part of the activity.
Yeah,
that's how I keep her coming back.
Like to tell her it's not Stockholm syndrome.
Yeah, if you give her a choice, and she's like, oh, this is my thing now. Like, don't tell her.
All right, you got to trick them.
Yeah.
Stacy, did you have any other questions that you wanted to ask? Otherwise, I wanted to give you the option to drop if you wanted to drop. So you are.
No, I'm invested. I'm here. Okay. But no, I'm good.
I feel like Stacy, I didn't answer it as excitingly as you would have hoped.
It's okay.
But we'll give you a mulligan on that. You can ask a question at the end.
Well, we know you showered with an alligator, so that was knowledge that benefited everybody.
Absolutely.
Yeah, yep, spooky.
Close I came was a possum.
Her name was Spooky. The alligator's name is Spooky.
Wow.
Oh, you want to know more?
Absolutely.
Okay, so I was working at this collectible toy shop in New Jersey called Play With This. It's still there, Merchantville, New Jersey. And down the street, there was a pet store run by this Russian girl. and she was super attractive. So of course I was nice to her. So she comes in and she gives me a box and she's like, I need you to hold this box. The police are at my store. I'm like, oh, yeah, absolutely. I'll whatever you want. And I put the box down and I don't really think about it. And then I hear, and I look down and the box is like, I hear like scratching noises. And I open the box up and there's like 8 or 9 baby alligators in the box that are about 7 inches long. And I'm like, what the? So I close the box. An hour passes. She comes back and she's like, oh, thank you so much. The police, they raid my business. We're okay. I'm like, great. Hey, how much? And she's like, you want? I give you special price, $150. So after the cage and everything, it ended up being $250. I thought I got a great deal. And at the time, I was a senior in college, and I lived up in a high rise. The kid on the 7th floor had a dog.
Had a dog.
I have an alligator. And I would bring people, hey, do you want to see her do a death roll? And give her a piece of chicken, piece of hot dog, and she'd bite it, turn around, and then I would just put her in the shower with me after I was done with the soap and everything. And then I graduated, took her home, set up an enclosure for her in my backyard. The neighbor, being very nosy, called animal control. Animal control comes over, they're like, hey, you have a lizard? That's fine. We just got to make sure, everything's, okay. Your neighbor called, oh, you're not supposed to have that lizard. So they ended up giving me a $375 fine instead of taking me to jail because my grandfather was the mayor. And they took Spooky to North Jersey to a sanctuary. And they said, you can visit her if you want. I was like, no, I got what I needed.
See, when you started this whole story, you started off in the Smithsonian, then you went to showering with an alligator. And in my mind, okay, somehow he got to shower in the Smithsonian, and there's a stuffed alligator in the shower.
With
the whole story just flipped it on its ass.
What I was thinking.
Okay.
I realize now how West Virginian you are.
Exactly.
This is why we also limited the number of guest questions.
Yes.
Where do babies come from? No, I'm only joking with you, please. I'm a fan of your work.
To say cousins in the chat. That's Kentucky.
Cousin mama.
I feel like Patreon needs to ask the next question just based on this.
I don't know how to follow any of this shit. I guess my thing is,
can I just stop you for a second? Because when I saw you on the screen, I said, no way that's CM Punk. Like, no way. No way that's CM Punk. Like, I saw the ink and the gray, and I'm like, no way that's CM Punk. Like, I know he's a fan. I know he's one of us, but no way they got CM Punk. Anyway, back to whatever you were saying.
Shit, what was I saying? That was a nice compliment. I guess for me, I always find it interesting because, like I said, I never really interacted with a lot of fellow Transformer fans until I did the whole YouTube thing. And I was just wondering, when you signed up with Hasbro and signed up with the Transformers and everything, how does it feel now that there's just, well, for example, tonight, you got all these middle-aged people, half of them are topless, asking you questions about toys. And then you go to the conventions and everything, and that's how much you realize that the Transformers and those little plastic robots are just so ingrained in the community, and it's brought so many people together.
So, I was a little well-known.
Well, I got him all leaning on the tub now.
Yeah. So, I was a little well-known before I went to work at Hasbro. I had written a couple books on collecting Transformers, and that got me some notoriety. And then Hasbro called, and they're like, hey, we read your book. You seem to be pretty knowledgeable about Transformers. Could you help us with some stuff? And I'm like, okay, sure. And then Hasbro got the license for the Transformers Collectors Club in Fun Publications hands. And they told Brian Savage, who was running Fun Pub, it's like, hey, this guy, Rik, he's one of the guys we recommend you talk to and have him advise you on what type of stuff to make, on what type of events and guests. And here's, we have a little council that we've put together for you guys. And Brian was like, oh, yeah, that sounds great. Thank you. He's from Texas. And so for about 5 years, people knew me as, oh, that's the guy who wrote some books, and he's on the council. And I was the administrator of the official Transformers Collectors Club forum for a long time. So people knew me from that. And then there was like no announcement. There was like no press release. It just, I went to work at Hasbro one day, and my roles working with Fun Pub switched from advisor to this is what you're going to do type of situation. Still working with them, and there was a gentleman there at Hasbro called Mike Baylog, and Mike Baylog came into my office. This is about 2 years after I was working at Hasbro, and he said, "Hey, just real quick, I need to catch up with you. I want you to know something. When you first came to work here, I told Aaron, this is a bad idea. We should not let you in the building. You're one of them. You're a fan. And I just want to tell you, I couldn't have been more wrong. You are the right person. I'm so glad we have you here. And I just want to tell you, I really appreciate you." And I cried the whole 2-hour drive home that day. Just tears of joy, like, yeah, big dick energy. And so it was a little, I feel like I was the lucky guy. I was the guy who, I was a fan. I ended up being the fan that they asked to consult. And then I was the fan that they asked to come aboard as part of the team. And that gave me unprecedented access to files, history, prototypes, art, behind the scenes information, conversation to put me in the line of, hey, you now have a say in how this film is going to go. You have a say now in what characters will be in this film or in this cartoon show. You have final say over cartoon strips. And I never thought I would be in that position as someone who loved Transformers and collecting Transformers and growing up in the 80s watching G1. And hi Aria Giovanni. And I know, honey. And even though it's over, I don't necessarily want to go back to Hasbro. I have my career now. I own 2 different shops. I've got a wife and kids, and that keeps me pretty busy. Okay. But I wouldn't mind stopping in and saying hello, and I certainly wouldn't mind working with Skybound on comics or other. So, and I still have a very deep passion for Transformers. I still collect Transformers. I still get 2 of every one. Just because I went there, I worked on it, and I was let go, it has not taken the passion I have for the brand out of it. And the last couple years, they've been knocking it out of the park. They've been making some great figures, and figures that I was told, no, we'll never make that. We can never do that. We don't make girl characters. We don't make Ultra Magnus because people are going to lose the trailer and then the toy's incomplete. It's when you have a new team come in, the rules change, and they got a good team there right now.
I'm still waiting on my Generation 1 Marvel style Thunderwing, though.
So I got a Thunderwing story. So for the first BotCon in 2005, we did a Thunderwing out of Transformers Car Robots Megatron. I don't know if you knew that or not.
No.
So the original toy for Thundertron was Beast Wars 2 Galvatron. And we had a painted sample made up, and it looked amazing. Unfortunately, Takara lost the tooling for it. They lost the tooling for that and Leo Convoy. They said, we have everything else from that line except those two. We can't find them. So that was supposed to be the original Thundertron for BotCon, and then it ended up being, at the last minute, switched to RID Megatron.
That's the Megatron that could turn the two-headed dragon, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Those series came out when I was busy touring other countries, and I missed a lot of those.
I keep hoping they'll do another one of those. I don't know, maybe a HasLab or something.
I love Pretenders, and I love Thunderwing, and there was a third-party company that did an IDW-style Thunderwing that's just massive. It's the big monstrous Thunderwing
version.
Right. So I have that one in my collection just because it's glorious.
I never even heard of Fun Publications until TFCon in Chicago in October. Being a huge Pretender fan, somebody had the Pretender Megatron and Optimus Prime that I bought. And so when I did my reviews on them, that's when I researched and found out about Fun Publications. So nice little extra added history knowledge you've gave me tonight.
Yep, and they're gone now. They sold the name BotCon to somebody else who, I wish them luck, but it's never going to be what it used to be. So I got all my cards in the TFCon pile.
So you're helping us with we actually were going to ask you about BotCon because we've heard some people that we chat with go to BotCon, and we were trying to figure out what we're doing this year.
OG BotCon was really cool, but the reboot of BotCon was not as cool.
Yeah, I have severe, without getting into certain topics, ideological issues with one of the head guys there. And his choices in life just don't line up with me and what I stand for as a person. So I can't support an organization that has someone like that as part of their team.
Okay.
I love people, regardless of where they come from, what they believe, how they identify. And I like being kind to people, and that's the type of person I am. I like giving kids candy.
Fantastic.
In a completely appropriate way.
Yes.
Yeah, and vaccines.
And vaccines.
Aaron,
one thing I was going to ask, because you mentioned this earlier. So if we're talking about TFCon versus BotCon versus TFCon in different locations, you did ask about Orlando. We have never been to Orlando.
Now we've heard conflicting things. So Patriot Prime, you told us you loved Orlando. When we were
as of right now, the 5 different TFCons I went to, that was my favorite one.
And is it at the same location this year as it was?
Yes. Yeah, it's a big location.
So
Chicago is the smallest TFCon location by far.
Okay.
Orlando is going to probably be 5 times bigger than that.
Oh.
Because the Orlando location, when we were standing in line, like we did a lot at TFCon in Chicago, one of the guys we were standing in line with talked about how shady the hotel was in Orlando and really advised against going there because he saw more than one working lady in the hotel. And I was like, this sounds a little sketchy, but you guys are both saying that maybe it's not as sketchy as what it was portrayed to us as.
I didn't stay at the hotel. My buddy lives down there, so I just stayed at his house and saved some money. So I didn't see any of that. But as far as the venue goes, where the events take place, absolutely gorgeous, top of the line. The problem
a great restaurant right there.
Yeah, the only problem as a vendor is that a lot of people fly in, so you can't really sell big stuff. It's a lot of smaller things that people can put in their suitcase. Just something to keep in mind if you're a vendor.
Fair enough. Was that your question too?
Yeah. So now I just feel like maybe we need to plan to go into Orlando this year.
Yeah.
Yep, that sounds right. Eric Tron, what questions? Let's maybe join over here to the next celebrity question. What celebrity question do you have here for Rik? Is
Bill Lamar
there in the tub?
I'm waiting for his glass of wine to come in.
I know. Where is that woman?
So, towards the tail end of Transformers Prime, I know season 4 was going to be geared towards Unit E, and some of those seeds have been planted throughout that year of Transformers, like how we got the Battleship movie. How would the Align continuity have geared up to Unit E? Like, because it seemed like that was the plan for towards the end of that continuity.
Yeah. So for those people who don't know, Unit E was our initiative at Hasbro to make the Avengers, and Unit E had Duke, Scarlet, Leoric from Visionaries, Ratchet from Transformers Prime, Matt Tracker, Stretch Armstrong, and Rom, the Space Knight.
Cool.
The Micronauts too, right?
And the Micronauts. A Croyer. Yes, a Croyer from the Micronauts. And that was our way of bringing everyone together for a Hasbro verse, because at the time that we were working on that, Avengers had just come out in theaters. So we were like, all right, how can we reboot and relaunch and bring all these different characters together? And we went the DC route, which is obviously the wrong route, where you start with the group and then you do the individual story. So in Transformers Prime Season 3, Optimus's new mode is based off a vehicle that the Mask Division created. And in Unit E, Mask didn't stand for Mobile Armor Strike Command. That's very 80s. Mask stood for Mechanically Advanced Secret Knights.
Interesting.
Neat.
That's awesome.
And Matt Tracker had Optimus Prime would leave him a transformation cog, and Ratchet would stay behind on Earth to be Matt's guide. Matt, think of him as like an Iron Man type of character, not so flamboyant, more nerdy. Duke is very much like Captain America turned up to 10. Scarlet was the girl. Oh, and the computer was Synergy from Gen.
That's interesting.
And she was a hologram. She'd start off as something on screen. As the story evolves over a couple years, she becomes a hologram, then a solid hologram, and then she gets a body.
So was that kind of like the Jarvis of that team?
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. And Leoric, he's from the Visionary world. He's very much the Thor archetype. Think of Rom as Captain Marvel. Okay. And a Croyer, we came up with a name for him to be in disguise. His name was Gary Croyer. And he would just be in a suit, but still have the Croyer helmet. And he would work in accounting. And everybody knew it was he's the Croyer, but everyone would just go along. Yeah, let him think he's working on. Do you ever see this guy called Chit on TikTok?
Yes.
Or yeah. You're right. Imagine he's banging away at a computer, but nothing's happening. He's just banging away on a computer, think he's blending in with the humans, but nothing's happening.
Wow.
So the Micronauts were regular size, but then they would shrink down like Ant-Man to enter the microverse.
That's interesting. So they didn't stay the consistent, Kenner Star Wars action figure size.
Exactly. So, and then Stretch Armstrong, he was the PR guy. So our version of Stretch Armstrong was Hulk Hogan. Old guy, he's out of shape. he can't really stretch the way he used to. He was around in the 70s with Adventure Team, but now he's like an older guy who's just trying to fit in with the kids.
He can't stretch like he used to.
Wow.
He can't stretch. So we wrote, Andy Schmidt and I wrote this scene where Stretch Armstrong's in his apartment, and he gets up out of bed. He's drinking orange juice from the carton from the fridge. There's at the door. He opens the door. Hi, I'm Matt Tracker. Hello, I'm Conrad Hauser. He slams the door shut. It's Duke and Matt Tracker. So we switch to Stretch Armstrong's in bed, and you see a red light flashing, and then all this wind starts coming in, and he wakes up and he looks, and his bed is on a plane, and the cargo door is opening, and the plane tilts, and the bed goes out the back of the plane, and now he's falling through the sky, and he doesn't know what's happening. He's falling. He's trying to like stretch his body into like a kite or something. Think of Plastic Man from DC.
Okay.
And on the ground, you switch to Matt and Duke, and they're looking up, and they're like, he's going to do it. He's not going to do it. He's going to do it. And the clouds part, and you see a giant E on the ground, and then stretches his body into a kite, and he goes splat right on the ground. And that was how we would introduce Stretch Armstrong to the team.
That's awesome.
He was a guy who was popular in the 70s, and now he's just a has-been.
I'd buy a Stretch Armstrong today.
Yeah, that just makes his character a whole lot cooler.
And the way Unity came about was for ROM. We had just gotten the rights back to ROM, and so we're like, who are the Space Knights? And I was in Aaron Archer's office, and I said, what if the Space Knights were like guys from different brands? So you got Leoric, you got Matt Tracker, and then Dinobot from Transformers Beast Wars. But we didn't call him Dinobot. We called him Chopperface. And he turned into like a vamp from G.I. Joe that all the guys could ride in. And his name was Chopperface because he's not a dinosaur.
Wait. So there was a Beast Hunters figure from Transformers Prime that I bought. It was Ratchet. So did that face sculpt design take inspiration from that Dinobot character? Because he had
no. I think that was maybe, but I think it was coincidental. But anyway,
that kind of weapon as Dinobot,
yeah, that concept ended up becoming Unit E, and we never quite established what E stood for. Is it for Einstein, Edison, like all these great scientific minds? Is it for Enigma? We never quite established that. So in Transformers Prime Season 3, when they move into the base, I think the hangar has a big E on it.
Yep.
And that the hangar was going to be the base for Unity. And at the end of Transformers Prime, when the Autobots go back to Cybertron, Ratchet was going to stay behind with the humans. He wouldn't have necessarily been in the next show.
Wow. That's very awesome.
It's wild.
And then all right, I'm just going to say. So, in the first story that Andy and I and John Bresman put together, the villain was Rom.
Really?
And it was all a misunderstanding. So Rom crash lands on Earth, and he's trying to warn Earth about Baron Karza, who's basically Thanos, who's a Micronauts villain. And Matt Tracker's mask is called Spectrum. And we thought, what if at some point Rom crashes on Earth and Matt Tracker is a scientist assigned to oversee this crashed alien body, and he takes off Rom's eyes and he puts it into a mask, and that's why the mask is called Spectrum, because he can see different spectrums. When Rom wakes up, he's being dissected. He gets up, he sees that Matt Tracker has a piece of him in his helmet, it leads to total chaos, and the first villain that Unity would fight would be Rom until the end, where they kind of settle and they're like, we're all on the same page.
That's ingenious. I love it.
But never
that's
happened.
not too
80s
far off
flashbacks right there.
So that's not too far off from Revolution, because in the Revolution comics they did that exact same thing where Rom comes to Earth and then the Autobots stop him because he kills Joe Colton, but Joe Colton's not Joe Colton. He's a Dire Wraith, and Baron Karza was the main villain.
Yep. And instead of like the Chitauri, because I remember this came out, we were working on this when Avengers was out. So instead of the Chitauri, since Baron Karza was the main villain, all the Micronaut monsters were his armies.
Wow.
If you know anything about the Micronaut monsters, you know there's a flying one, there's a guy with 4 arms, there's all these different versions, and those were all his army guys.
I was going to say real quick, it is time for me to bail out. I got to go assist with homework.
Yeah.
And all that dad stuff I got to do.
Yeah.
But Rik, pleasure meeting you. I met you briefly at TFCon, but it was like one of those real quick meet and greets, and I was out getting shuffled.
We should have me on one day when you do a review of something I worked on.
Okay, I'd love to. I'll send you an invite. Right. Contact these guys, and we'll cross paths out.
All right. I may or may not wear a shirt. I don't know.
May or may not be in a bathtub.
Hey, well, I always pride myself on my live streams just being totally off the rails, so that'll work.
Awesome.
Well, all right. Well, thank you.
Thank you, Patriot.
Right. Have a good night, guys.
Yep.
Thank you.
Bye.
Have a good night, Brian.
Hey, so I hope that answered your Unity question.
Yes, that really answered a lot, and it's really taught me so much more that I didn't have, especially about Matt Tracker and Duke. Thank you so much for that.
Yeah, they were the linchpin. They were the odd couple. They were Tony Stark and Captain America.
Okay, so like, later on, would Optimus Prime show up and the rest of the other original Prime?
So at some point, we were going to switch out Ratchet for Thundercracker. I happen to love Thundercracker and Cliffjumper. They're my 2 favorites. And so I was loving what IDW was doing with him in the comic books at the time. He was a screenwriter.
Yeah, that's my favorite.
So I'm like,
favorite Thundercracker.
I love the idea of Thundercracker trying to fit in with humans and absorbing their culture. And he's like, nah, we shouldn't blow them all up. Some of them are okay. The good ones, you know which ones. Wink. So I like the idea of Ratchet dying or being excommunicated or something happening and Thundercracker coming in, and then we would switch out different characters. So at some point Scarlet leaves and Stalker comes in.
So that's kind of interesting, because hopefully I'm not going to spoil anything for anybody, but if I'm going to talk about the current comic real quick.
So plug your ears.
So if you don't want to hear it, plug your ears. But didn't Thundercracker become an Autobot in the current comic?
Yep.
Yeah. I think
that's kind of interesting that
it's total coincidence. It's got to be a total coincidence.
Or you told somebody and they're like, "That's a good idea."
But Matt Tracker, I mean, he still comes off as like that kind of Tony Stark almost. But well, yeah, I mean, I would say he is kind of like a Tony Stark, except he's not rich, but he still has that I work alone kind of vibe in the Skybound comics.
I think in my head, Matt Tracker was like he was like John Hammond in Jurassic Park. He wanted to see what was possible, no matter how it upset or affected other people. It wasn't from a place of maliciousness. He was just a tinkerer, and he wanted to just take everything apart and know how everything works.
Yeah, that seems like Matt Tracker.
And Duke is you got to follow the rules. We have procedures. You got to fill out this form. If you're going to say hi to me, there's this form. You know, you're going to take a break. You got to hand out this form 2 weeks in advance. And over time they break down. They both become more human.
Now I really want to see this movie happen in the cinematic universe. It's too awesome.
Did we talk about the G.I. Joe Transformers movie last time on the show?
I'm not quite sure because it was mentioned, I think, in one of your panels too.
Yeah, so I'm not sure, but we do also have this question from
there was
Mr.
a question in the chat
Fantastic
about
that brings it together. Of what did you think of Rise of the Beast teasing a crossover with GI Joe? Do you think it will happen?
We know it's not happening because now Skydance and Robert Kirkman is doing a Transformers GI Joe cartoon show based off the comic book, so that's going to happen. And the rumors are maybe Michael Bay comes back. Who knows?
Yeah.
So yeah, but we had animated a 2.5-minute clip of a proposed GI Joe movie, and I showed it to Joaquin Dos Santos, who went on to work on Voltron for Netflix, and then went on to direct Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, and he loved it. And it's all in black and white, and it's the Joes, and they're armoring up, and you can tell they're on a plane, and then a red light comes on, still black and white, the door slides open, they all jump out of the plane, and they're falling through the clouds. You start to see jets fly by, you start to see explosions, and as the clouds part, you realize they're not jumping over Earth, they're on Cybertron.
Oh,
and
snap.
we reversed it. So instead of the Transformers coming to Earth, the Joes go to Cybertron because the threat on Cybertron is human. So Optimus calls the Joes in to help find and eliminate the threat. And then we created a few storyboards, and one of them was Optimus Prime kneeling down, looking at Duke, and Duke's holding up a hologram with 3 different GI Joe vehicles on it. And the Transformers scan the Joe vehicles so that the Joes can get around better.
See, I'd watch that. Like, that should be made.
Would that be its own thing? I mean, it can't be for the Align continuity, right?
No, that was for an animated film.
Oh, wow.
This was 2010, 2011.
Okay.
That was supposed to be for an animated film in the style of G.I. Joe Resolute.
Resolute was great.
Oh,
which was
that's the best G.I. Joe.
Yeah, more adult oriented.
Man, I really wish that could have happened.
Well, you never know.
Never know. So
Well,
Jack,
we animated a little bit of it, and who knows where that test footage is? Somewhere on a hard drive.
Probably.
Unfortunately, I don't have it.
Next to the Revenge of the Jedi.
Wing of the old Hasbro building.
So Jackpot, you probably asked all of your questions already today, Rik, but do you have any additional questions that you didn't already ask today?
I always
for
have
other
questions.
trips?
Yeah, I always
Can.
think stuff later. I want to say one thing really quick. It's awesome to see Eric. I met Eric probably 10 plus years ago at like a convention, and your enthusiasm is like infectious right now, Eric.
Thanks, man. And I'm glad to see you still around, Kenny Prom.
I'm around. All right, so I have like way less intellectual questions. like first thing that I think of is obviously you've messed with everything. So what are obviously you can't name one, but like what are some of the best Transformer toys to you?
Oh, well, I love my G1 Optimus, and that's my all-time favorite Transformer. My second all-time favorite Transformer might come as a shock. It's Transmetal Tarantulas.
No.
That's not a shock at all. That's awesome.
I love it. I love the chrome. It's a spider. It turns into a motorcycle. It's superposable, highly detailed, looks just like the show. Absolutely incredible. I love it.
What do you think is the best toy line, like front to back?
Ooh. What do you judge that off? Design, transformation, intuitiveness, nostalgia.
Let's go with.
I will say
we can go a couple routes, but
yeah.
One thing I was going to say was like modern day articulation and transformation.
Yeah. All right. I am super excited about Missing Link, and that's the vintage designs with modern articulation. So I'm really into that. I will take every G1 character remade in Missing Link right now. If it means giving up Masterpiece and Chug and all that stuff, I think I'd be okay with that.
That's where I'm at right now too. Once I collect all my primes, combiners, and whenever that HasLab Primus rolls around, once I get all that, the rest of my collecting is going to go straight to Missing Link.
Once I get everything, it's all about Missing Link.
So I was trying not to go all in on Missing Link, but like I don't know, I might need to now.
I've only gotten Cliff Jumper so far.
So I've gotten Optimus, Cliff Jumper, Bumblebee, and RC is what I've gotten so far.
The Sunstreaker is really great.
I got Sunstreaker at a TFCon this year, and I got my first one was Optimus Prime, and I got him the same day issue number 6 of Transformers Skybound came out.
I'm really surprised that Missing Link has already done RC. They're already jumping into Ultra Magnus.
Yeah.
And now they're giving us Grimlock, which we never had a G1 Grimlock reissue because that mold was destroyed. We're finally getting a G1 Grimlock again. And I hope they do them I hope they do them in all the colors.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I would buy them in all the colors. It's Grimlock. Like, I think I have every current release of Grimlock. Like,
yeah, I'll take it. They can do Starscream Grimlock, Thundercracker Grimlock, Ramjet Grimlock, all the Grimlocks. I'll take them all.
Yeah.
I need all 5 of the Dinobots. That's gonna be sick.
Never say never. We live in a world where we have 4 official Masterpiece skids.
Yeah.
We have an official Masterpiece Black Arachnia. Anything is possible except Jazz.
Yeah, why is that? We get 3 Hot Rods, but no Jazz, not a Jazz or a Mirage.
No, it's because Jazz is black.
Yeah.
He's also white. A white Porsche.
That's Scatman Crothers.
Scatman.
There's only one true Jazz.
Oh.
I'd like if I was ever in charge of Transformers again, I think I'd like to give Jazz the Shining. Like he should have that power in honor of Scatman.
I do feel like Jazz is just shadowed sometimes, left to the wayside. I don't know. Like he's a good guy.
He only got one mention in Cyberverse, but still gets a 1-step changer, and then that was it. Like that was the last time we heard of something from Jazz since Robots in Disguise.
I feel like everybody loves Soundwave, the toy. Oh, Robose and Soundwave? Yeah, I'll buy. I didn't buy the other ones, but I'll buy that one. Oh, Lego Soundwave? I'll buy that one. Yeah. I feel people sleep on Jazz too. I feel there's a bigger love for Jazz out there and should be represented more in physical form.
Hey, have you acquired 2 of the Target exclusive Soundwaves from what is it? Shoot, what's that cartoon series? I'm drawing. It's that time where I draw the blank. Cyberverse.
Yeah.
The one that's like the stealth jet.
Yes.
Man. I've been trying to find him. If you have one in your store, let me know.
I'll keep an eye out. Yeah, I thought that conversation was, could you sell me your extra? I'm like, no.
No, I wouldn't even. If you're like, I got 3 of them, I'd be like, well.
Yeah, if I got 3 of them, maybe.
I know 2 is really just 1.
Oh. So I had this on the wheel of questions last time, which I guess we still have the wheel, so we can always bring that back if we want to. But so you're pretty famous for liking to, I would say, enhance the pronunciation of words. So instead of ravage, it's ravage. What other things do you like to enhance the pronunciation on? Like, do you have other words that hit as hard as ravage?
There's people. Instead of Nick Roach, it's Nick Roche. It's James Robert instead of James Roberts. It's Soundawabi or Shakawabi.
Oh.
And then for a long time in Philly, the crew I used to run with, they would be like, "You're Galvarez." Galvatron and Alvarez put together, and I'm like, if I was a Galvatron, that middle crest would be like combed over, like he's losing his hair, like like an orca in captivity, the back fin falls over.
That needs to be an alternate head sculpt now.
I've joked about growing out
just the unicorn horn,
just the horn, like.
Because it doesn't really connect anymore. There's just this patch that just.
Yeah, my little David Letterman island sank. I'm at the point where I'm just gonna shave it.
I probably could do the Galvatron thing, right? Though with this and like just the sides here, like
you could. Because this one here, he also likes to mispronounce words. And your favorite one that you really tried to he tried hard to convince me for a very long time that it wasn't pronounced Chipotle, it was pronounced Chipotle.
Chipotle.
And he was leaning so hard into it. I almost convinced myself that it was pronounced Chipotle.
It's still Chipotle. You say sorry, what?
I say Chipotle.
Oh my god! Oh, ooh.
That makes it sound really gross. Honestly, I would never eat it.
I don't want to put that inside me. You want to go to Chipotle and I feel like Miss Stacy, you've been awfully quiet. I don't know if you had a chance to ask another question.
I got nothing. I'm just sitting here absorbing and feeling a little stupid. I don't know any of these things.
I often make women feel stupid when they're around me. Not because of my intelligence. Actually, it is because of my intelligence. They're like, why am I with this person? Why am I talking to him?
So what else do you want to know about the Smithsonian?
Yeah, what else do you want to know about the Smithsonian or like other sorts of?
Is there opportunity?
I mean, actually, Stacy, what did you ever like? What were the toys and things that you collected as a kid?
Really, you want to know? I'm old.
No, you're not.
I had a Stretch Armstrong, but I played with Holly Hobby. Who knows what Holly Hobby is? Raise your hand.
Is that the little tiny doll? That's like 3 inches tall?
No, that was well after me. I was a child in the early 70s.
So you play with like dirt and stuff?
Oh,
I did. I read books.
Okay.
I read books.
Did they have pictures in them?
Sometimes. In black and white.
Oh, I didn't know that's what this was, this Holly Hobby. Like I had Holly Hobbies, because they were like garage sale like things, but I didn't realize it all like fit within this. Like I had some of these dolls, I just didn't know.
Oh yeah, Holly Hobby, yes, Holly Hobby and Barbie.
Yep.
But I read books and played with dirt.
There was.
I think kids need more books and reading these days and less electronics because I feel growing up in the 80s, I had a lot of imagination where I would just sit there and come up with stories and dialogue and special effects and make pew pew noises and have whole adventures with my toys. And I feel kids who buy toys now, they're of the mentality where I bought it, I transformed it, now it's on my shelf. And they don't enjoy toys the way my generation might have. They're not enjoying it wrong. They're just enjoying it in their own way. But
well, it's like Pops. You just put it on a shelf, and you go.
I wonder, like 20 years from now, when the kids who grew up with Rescue Bots, what is Transformers going to look like 20 years from now? And they make Masterpiece Chase and Masterpiece. Hotspot, all the Rescue Bot guys, will they transform? Will they not transform? Will they be oversimplified? Will they
Roboson voice actor?
Yeah, Roboson, Tesla. I don't know.
Okay, wait. Actually, that made me think. Do you have 2 of every Roboson?
No.
Okay.
No.
Do you have one of
with
them?
expensive stuff like that?
Yeah.
Just get the one.
Okay.
And I open it up. I will admit, I only have the first Optimus Roboson.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. The others are on my list. I'll get around to it one day. There's a lot to collect out there in the world, and you can't have everything, and that's what keeps driving the hunt. That 20, 30 years from now, I'll still be on the hunt for X, Y, and Z from 2010 or 2000 or 1995. The hunt never ends because the brand is so big. I think I made the right choice when I picked Transformers as my spirit animals.
I have a new question.
I was gonna throw this up here. I don't know if this is a question or a statement.
What was the thoughts on Gen 2 repaints? Like, why would you do that?
It was all right. So I want to know how old that person. I briefly saw the name Wolfhard. I think Derek Wolfhard. Coffee for Derek Wolfhard. In the 90s, everything was neon. You look at Ninja Turtles, Power Rangers, Toxic Avengers, G.I. Joe, He-Man. It was South Florida, man. It was South Florida colors all around. It was pastels. That was the vibe of the early 90s. And I look fondly onto G2. I love the craziness of that unreleased G2 Mirage that's green and bright pink with alligators painted on the side. I love that.
I mean, I'm a big fan of the G2 stuff as well. Like, the more wild in color, like, I don't know,
I was constantly trying to get G2 stuff made, which is where the War for Cybertron G2 Bruticus gift set came from. And I think I talked about that last time. Did I?
I don't think so.
I don't know.
Oh, well, so
so
War for Cybertron came out, and I'm a big G2 fan, and Amazon needed an exclusive, and we were going to do an exclusive of War for Cybertron Bruticus, a 5-pack. And I said, no. What if we do it in G2 colors? Because there was never a G2 Bruticus gift pack. So I brought in my G2 boxes. We scanned them. We matched the colors. We got the logos off them because we didn't have those. We matched the instructions to the G2 instructions. And then I found an artist, Mark Watts, I think. And no, it wasn't Mark. No, it wasn't Mark. It was another artist who had worked on G2. And I said, hey, would you be interested in doing this one painting for us? So he actually painted a 4-foot tall, stylized version of Bruticus. He's like, he was having a hard time. Like, you don't want it to look like the toy? Like, no. I want you to do it like you did it 20 years ago. Do it that way. So he actually painted a giant piece for us, sent us the painting, and that painting is the painting that's on the Amazon gift box.
Oh, wow.
Is it that?
That is my favorite toy that I got to work on because a lot of love went into that toy.
Is it this?
That one, yeah.
That's sick.
Nice.
Wow.
I just searched. Yeah, I just typed it. That was pretty easy to find. That's sick, though.
I'm sitting here thinking, is it the one where Vortex is red?
No, that was the regular release. That was the regular Hasbro release.
Yeah, like the first version.
Yeah. This was straight up G2. We tried to match them as close as possible. Brought in my G2 figures so we can try and match the Pantone colors from the original G2 figures to the new toys.
Did you say what if and they said so what?
I was telling Kenny I want to do a line of Transformer comics inspired by Marvel What If called So What? Hey, Bumblebee's here. So what?
How do we make that happen?
Yeah,
do we need to
can you,
start a petition?
Yeah,
for...
can you start a Kickstarter or something?
Because I'm just
that we can go real hard on.
Yeah, your ideas are way better than a lot of stuff that's being produced right now.
Yeah,
so.
this
they're just ideas.
Videos.
I'll go to town.
He'll go real hard with creating videos there for anything.
I would love to talk to Robert Kirkman and just be able to pitch. Hey, can I write a couple comics like Transformers Prime Season 3 Rick's Way? Like Mike's Way, Jersey Mike's. It's Rick's Way. We'll put some extra juice on it.
The juice.
You put some juice. Cosmos is going to show up. So we were talking a lot about Cosmos, and I wanted Cosmos to go into Transformers Prime at some point, and I loved the idea of how Cosmos was supposed to be introduced in Transformers Animated, that I stole that, and I said, if we ever bring in Cosmos, this is the way he's going to be introduced. So, in my head, Cosmos looked very cute and cuddly, but he was Grumpy Bear from Gummy Bears, Disney's Gummy Bears.
Oh.
He was Grumpy Bear. So he's a Wheeljack spaceship, because we already had the design, and he crash lands on Earth onto a B sci-fi movie set. And so he rescans the set, and then he scans the flying saucer prop. So that's how he gets the flying saucer prop mode. So then he's driving through the streets as a flying saucer, stopping at red lights, making left turns with the signal, and he's wondering why everyone is giving him a hard time. He doesn't realize he picked a vehicle that's not a real vehicle. And so he'd be teeny tiny and have a short man syndrome. Even though he's cute and cuddly, he'd be like, "You want to make something of it? You want to look me in the eyes again and say that."
Hey Flip, welcome to the stream and happy birthday, by the way.
Yes, happy birthday. Happy birthday.
We'll sing at the end for you.
We'll sing at the end, yes.
If you have any
people singing you happy birthday,
burning Transformers questions, Rik is here to tell you the answer to everything.
Yeah, I wish that could have happened in season 3. That would have been hilarious.
There's every company goes through a purge, and a lot of people got purged, and a new design director came in, and he said, "We're doing dragons." Dragons? Yes. We've never done dragons before in Transformers. Actually, we have. No, we haven't. Dragons. And that's where the Predacons came from, and all the Beast Hunter stuff is forced on us. He's throw out everything you've done.
It just felt sudden. I remember I think around 7th grade at the time, I'm looking at the revealed images for the season 3 of Transformers Prime stuff, and I see they got all this beastly look, and I'm like, this can't be the next season of Transformers Prime, right? Because you had the whole ending, the Megatron firing the laser at the silo and everything, the Autobots are scattered through the winds. Where did the dragons come from? But Shockwave, I really can't wait for that. It just seemed like something was off. It was just so sudden.
So before the dragons were part of it, we had a whole planned out season of what was supposed to happen. And I love the idea that some of it made it into the show, like Black Air Arachnia being transported away to the moon. So she was supposed to be stuck on the moon with an army of undead Insecticons, and she was going to end up being their queen. And in order for Megatron to use that army, he makes Arachnia his bride. He makes her the queen of the Decepticons. And that gives him control over the undead Insecticon army, which he would use to invade Cybertron.
That would have been sick.
That was the ending we were going for.
Man, I really would have liked to see that.
Let's get it made, Eric.
So we had
AI is coming up, so we'll plug that into AI.
Just have it created.
AI,
right?
And I'll do the rest with stop motion. I just need 50,000 custom Insecticons I can turn into zombies.
I don't remember who it was, but somebody in the chat had mentioned your charity, like some of the different charity work. And so I wanted to bring up that you had done the one chip challenge for Toys for Tots this year. And I'm curious, how did that go? Will you do it again? Like, how long did it take to recover? Like, all the things.
So I'm always trying to like, I have in my head, my head split in two when it comes to being creative. On the one side, it's take two things that don't belong and put them together, like zombies and pirates. Put them together. All right. Dinosaurs and Carosaurus. Put them together. And then on the other side, it's like, how am I gonna fuck up my situation? So I thought, all right, well, I want people to donate nice toys to the charity, to Toys for Tots. So I said, all right, if you buy a toy from Has-Been to donate, you get some raffle tickets. If you bring in a toy, you get one raffle ticket. But if you spend a little more and you buy XYZ toy, which is over $100, and you donate that toy to a kid, I'm gonna do the one chip challenge for you. as a hey, you know what? You gave something up, I'm gonna give something up too. I'll do something for you. So what I wasn't counting on was my idiot friends pulling their money together and buying a really, really expensive Frozen item to donate to some lucky, hopefully girl. Not necessarily, but you know, it was a Frozen 4-pack. And it was really nice of them to do that. So I ate the one chip challenge. It's quite pungent, and it comes with gloves.
Oh.
And you don't want to touch it. And it looks like somebody left a Dorito out on the table and a layer of cheesy looking fungus grew on it.
No.
It comes sealed in an aluminum bag. And I ate the chip. I was trying to describe what was happening in my mouth, but my vocal cords froze. So I got a few words out, and then for about 45 minutes, I was in extreme pain. I didn't puke, but I was in extreme pain. Lots of milk, bananas, bread. The best thing was I got a bunch of Hostess pies, like the $1 apple pie, $1 cherry pies, and the viscosity of those really helped.
Huh.
And then I'm on the bathroom floor, like, oh. And then I hear hey Rick, the cops are here. I'm like, oh, they're here to pick up the toys. I'm like, oh, blah, 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 blah. So I will never do that again.
Oh dang, because I still got one Minton box. I mean, for next time, for a sequel.
I'll come up with something else. Like I'll use a skateboard and jump a bunch of homeless people or something. But I'm not doing it. I did it. I survived it. We're moving it. We're done with that.
I got stuck in the jowls.
We're done with that.
Fantastic. Jackpot, I think you were trying to ask a question that we may have cut you off. Did you have another one?
No, you're good. You're good. Yeah. Back to wanting to, and because I started asking you about it more. But how would you have it organized by, ideally, would you have a year? Would you have by character?
In my you were cutting out, so in my collection, how I have stuff organized?
The museum. How would you have
my museum. So I'm trying to open a museum. And Transformers would be the permanent exhibit, and then all the other toy lines would rotate throughout the year. But I'd go chronologically up to a point. You start with G1, you go to G2, and then you do exhibits based on the entire line. So this is the Armada cases, the Energon cases, the Cybertron cases. This is all of alternators and vinyl tech and KISS players.
KISS players
can't forget KISS.
Shout out to KISS players.
18 plus.
It's part of history. You can't ignore history. You can't ignore history. We can't let it happen again, but you can't ignore it. We got to learn from our mistakes. World War II. So,
hashtag women's rights.
And then I'm like, this is all the license stuff here. I can't tell you how many T-shirts. I have over 500 T-shirts. I don't even know how I would display something like that. I gotta have over 150 ball caps. Like, I have no idea how I would display any of that.
T-shirts, you put them on ceiling tiles, and then you put them on the ceiling. I'm just saying.
You do that with art, because there's a lot of prints and posters and catalogs. And
you got to take advantage of all the space.
Yeah.
Get something like rotates like this.
I have so many ideas myself, yeah.
So that's the goal, and then for have one in robot mode, have one in vehicle mode. For 6-shot, you got 6 different guys, and then that's the long-term goals. The immediate goal is I got to find a building that I can afford. It ain't cheap.
Sounds like we need to petition.
Yeah.
Hasbro or somebody to
do a GoFundMe.
And they're going to do it anyway.
Let's start a GoFundMe.
Do it.
That doesn't. So Hasbro had a lot of the art and prototypes sitting around in a dusty warehouse, and they can't monetize it. It doesn't. It's going to make them pennies.
Yeah.
To monetize. Oh, we made a book, or we have a display. Come visit it. That stuff takes time and energy, and it doesn't make them the millions of dollars they need to generate. So that's why a lot of that stuff just sits there, and every couple of weeks someone would push the bin around and be like, bring out your dead. And it was all prototypes and samples and gray models. Just because that stuff was all over the place, it's like, send it to the shredder, people would just dump prototypes and miscolored items and gray models in to be shredded, because how much of that stuff can you keep on hand?
I heard the CEO. I heard he destroyed all of what was in the vault. It's probably a rumor, but I heard someone made a video on that, and he basically said that Chris Cox actually, instead of auctioning all of what was in the vault, he just destroyed all of it.
I don't know if I believe that, because that stuff needs to stay there for legal purposes, in case there's a lawsuit at some point. So they need to keep track of everything they've made, because you never know when someone's going to come out of the woodworks and say, "Hey, my kid choked on your toy, and this is what happened." So they need to be able to go back and get that item.
Okay, so they kind of need that stuff in order for that. Like what is that law?
I think it's just standard liability. Like, hey, we need to have this in case we get sued.
Some sort of, that makes sense.
Yeah,
there's all sorts of weird things.
Yeah, and you couldn't use it for anything else. You couldn't be like, if I wanted to take something and take it to the convention to display, I'd have to sign it out and then sign it back in. So that's why nobody was ever able to steal any of that stuff, because it was very well guarded.
Yeah.
They didn't take care of it, so the stuff that faced the windows was all sun faded to be white.
Okay.
I still see everything in the windows. Like you drive by the building and I've always thought about that. I'm like, man,
they have huge windows there. And I remember the line Supernaturals? They were like holographic action figures that sucked. So they had the entire collection carded, just sitting on pegs facing the window. And like the first one at the end of each card was just stark white. Everything on it was just a white card. And then you move the card, and the one behind it's a little less faded, and then you move that one, and the other one, and that one's a little less faded. And nobody thought back in the 60s or 70s or 80s to, hey, maybe we should keep these in like an air conditioned room and not have windows, and
or at least do the what is the film that you put on windows that we keep talking about?
Do they have that?
I don't know.
Back
Probably
then?
didn't have it.
yeah, it looks like at some point they put up paint, but 40 years later that paint is, it's worn away.
Yeah. Wild. Well, was there any other questions?
My bath has gone cold.
Yeah, I was just gonna ask that. I was wondering how long like your bath was gonna stay warm there. So was there, Rik, is there anything else that you would like to share, or any like burning things before we let you get out of probably an almost ice cold bathtub?
There's no glass.
I'm hoping to do something special for the Has Been 2-year anniversary in March, end of March. I don't know what that's going to be. I think I'll have Kit from Knight Rider and Bumblebee there. But I'm trying to find a guest to come and do something from some world, a wrestler or a Transformers person or somebody to come and be there. So stay tuned for that. TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. Has Been Collectible Toys and Comics.
Fantastic. Well, thank you so much for joining. Thank you for our esteemed panel of questioners that slowly dissipated here over time. But you really set the bar high here, Rik, with the bathtub, joining. It's fantastic.
I mean, if there's anything we can ever do to help promote,
let us know.
We're here to.
Hey, thank you.
Whatever.
I think we're going to do a spin-off show called Tub Talk.
Yes, please. The toy tub talk is something we really have talked about.
Topless Toy Talk and Toy Tub.
I just need to get an LLC so we can business expense a hot tub. Like I just need to get an LLC set up, because if I can business expense it, then I'm fine.
Yeah, lots of kids play with their toys in the tub.
Yeah,
done.
Transform Tub Talk.
Yeah, this week we're playing with Godzilla and
sea spray in.
Tune in next week. We're going to be playing with Star Wars in the tub.
It's going to be a thing.
I mean, that's a genius idea.
I love it.
Themed it. I don't know. Every week is a theme. Well, I mean, I don't have a lot of different variations. I mean, it's Transformers and a few other things, but
yeah, we'll make dozens of dollars.
Well, thank you all for joining. We appreciate everybody and hope you learned a lot and had a good time doing so.
Well, I was going to let Erictron and Jackbot, if you guys wanted to show your stuff, like if you want to say how people can reach you or follow you, like
just Google me, Erictron. You'll find everything. You'll find my logo. But I'm mainly on official_Erictron on Instagram. I'm also on YouTube. I may upload every few months or so. I'm trying to upload more content. I got a few stop motions that are already in production, so stay tuned for those. I'm also on TikTok. Check out my TikTok at Erictron1984. And
awesome.
Just feel free to hit me up.
I don't care if you follow me. I don't do that.
Yeah, Ken's like, just leave me alone. Don't need anyone showing up at my house.
But he is our number one DMer. Like, I think you win the award for most messages per day, which is great.
We will send you a trophy at some point.
Yes.
So,
awesome. Well, thanks everybody.
Thanks
Have a good Tuesday, and
we will talk topless next week.
Tuesday. All right.
Yeah. Ciao.